Luzerne County Commissioners decided in a unanimous vote that $1 million would be allocated to demolish the Hotel Sterling on the corner of Market Street and River Street. Some people who made public comments were asking the commissioners to preserve the Hotel Sterling, like Brian Shiner of Kingston.
I'm here to ask you to vote against tearing it down, but rather to preserve it for now. In the event that you should determine that it needs to be torn down at some point, to at least save the first 2 floors, and if not the interiors, at least the exterior facade, to at least preserve some history in this valley, because we seem to have a notion that we have to tear everything down from our past. We don't see any pictures of anything. We don't know what's going on inside it. Now we have a flood. And now we're told it really has to be torn down. They put detours up all around it to infuriate the public, to hasten the demolition. So I got to thinking again, still, what's being hidden? Are we hiding the fact that everything is gone from the inside, the chandeliers, the brass, anything of value? What's being hidden?
He showed pictures that he found of the roof and of the inside of the abandoned hotel.
Picture the basement showing all the rust on the pipes and everything, but if you look at the date stamp, it's a month before the flood. Then you look at some of the windows upstairs where they put plastic on them, but didn't bother to even close the windows. Now if you want to get to the roof, they spent quite a bit of money on repairing the roof. That doesn't look like it's been touched in 50 years. This is the way they did it, putting up support beams. Gee, I wonder how that happened after all that money spent on a roof repair. Holes. Gaping holes. We need the Hotel Sterling project saved right now as evidence, so it can be investigated properly.
Ed Gustitis made a public comment about the $6 million in taxpayer money that was given to CityVest, a group that was supposed to fix up the Hotel Sterling.
And the Hotel Sterling, you use taxpayers' money, $6 million, plus another $1 million to knock it down, plus how many other dollars involved. What is that land worth when that building is knocked down? Can you sell it for $7 million, $8 million? Can you? What's the assessed value of that land? You know?
Yes, it's anticipating that it's about $2 million.
It's a little less than $1 million. I have it right here in black and white from the assessor's office, okay? Let's take CityVest. They had a mandate with $6 million to do a specific project. They didn't do that. That's malfeasance. All right? What are you doing to protect the $6 or $7 million now that you have loaned them, as you have with a lot of other projects, and not gotten anything back in return, to protect yourself in a return of that investment? You didn't only lose $6 million, plus the $1 million, plus the interest value relative to those dollars. Okay? You lost a lot of money. How are you going to recoup that? Do you have any ideas? Have you planned this out? Does anyone know? Huh? Y'all decided it somewhere in the back room. I'm not sure you didn't have the sunshine law involved in this stuff.
County Controller Walter Griffith also made a comment on the hotel.
And my concern is that, if the commissioners are in fact concerned about safety, which I'm sure that's their concern, is we need to do something so that building does not fall down and hurt someone. That's first and foremost. But my concern is who's going to pay the county back the money for the demolition. Commissioner Urban said that we don't own that building, and clearly we don't. We only own the land. And there is provisions in their contract that says what their responsibility is. My concern is in the agreement, and I understand on the agenda, I think the commissioners basically are going to looking into what we're responsible for and how we're going to proceed to get the building ripped down and be accountable. My concern here is to make sure that the county commissioners who are involved in that also involve the new county council to be involved, because they're the ones that are ultimately going to be responsible to collect any money back from CityVest.
Tom Dombrowski of Kingston Township said that if engineers give a fair report on the hotel, it should be demolished.
So if they didn't lie, if they told the truth and gave you a proper engineering report, what you're doing today, and as fast as possible, knock it down.
After hearing public comment, the commissioners voted to allocate $1 million to raise the Sterling Hotel.
What's the motion to authorize proper officials to execute agreement with Wilkes-Barre City and CityVest to authorize Luzerne County officials to act as an agent for Phase 2 Sterling Hotel demolition project with the agreement as listed?
So,
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.